Are you ready for El Paso's first and longest running high school football show? This is the Borderland Blitz.
He speaks the truth. It is the Borderland Blitz, sponsored by Southwest University. And Luke, week lucky number 7.
That's a good one. A lot of good matchups coming this way for the viewers. It's been, can you believe it? Week 7? 7 weeks already.
We're already more than halfway through the regular season. I cannot believe it.
I can't either.
It is a cliche, but it's often true. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Both Montwood and Franklin started the season on the wrong foot, but they've rebounded, and both are 2-0 entering the night in district play. One of them looking to move to 3-0.
The Rams versus the Cougars, and it is our Borderland Blitz game of the week. The Rams looking to knock off Franklin on the road. So how did they do? To start off, started pretty well. In the first, Montwood's Andrew Fernandez to Tyrese Andrews. Gets through all of the defense to the end zone for the early 7-0 lead. But Franklin would bounce back. Caleb Hatch over the middle to Matthew Lewandowski, leaping into the end zone for the tie ball game at 7. The Rams, though, eventually would pull away because of this man right here. 70 yards past everyone for the score, and this kid had more than 250 receiving yards on the night. Unbelievable. It's 250 receiving yards. Can you believe that?
Put him on your fantasy team.
If only there was high school fantasy football. In the second half, this sealed the game. Fernandez to Turi Cepeda for the score, and the Montwood Rams hold off a furious Franklin comeback, 56-48, the final score. Let's hear from Coach after the game.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Franklin. They're a really good football team, and there was no quitting them. They gave us everything they had, and we're excited and we're proud to get this victory. It wasn't easy. Franklin made us work for it.
That was actually Ariel Famaligi, the new head coach of the Montwood Rams, not the Bowie head coach. Just to clarify
not
that.
Quite. Last week, Eastwood, they lost a heartbreaker to Franklin, a 41-40 shootout, but the Troopers have a chance to get redemption against another Westside team this week.
They traveled to Coronado to take on the T-Birds, and check this out, Luke. The mascot's almost charged out the leg kick. I don't know what he's doing there. Come on, guys. First quarter, Eastwood can't quite find their offensive rhythm. Evan Aguilar's pass is picked off, and nice little return here by Jonathan Seabrook of Coronado. Unfortunately for Coronado, they could not convert this into points. Would it come back to bite them? Yes, it would, because Aguilar, he's not deterred after this. The fake quarterback run, step back throw to Noah Rios, the sophomore, and Rios scores to put Eastwood up 7-0 early in the second. Sarge, he just wants to fight somebody, obviously, tonight. Later in the second, this is not a replay, but it is the same play. Fake QB run, step back pass, Aguilar to Rios, another Trooper touchdown, and Eastwood cruises 28-7.
Let's go now to Socorro taking on El Dorado, and El Dorado the big favorite coming in this one. Early in the second half, Socorro already down 22-6 when running back Nicholas Reyes out of the Wildcat punches it in from 7 yards out, so now it's a 2-possession game. So on the very next drive, Aztecs, they're going to come right back as you would expect. Quarterback Jorge Hernandez lobs it to Tyquez Hampton, who comes down with it. Aztecs go up by 18. El Dorado cruises over Socorro 37-12. And turning now to District 1-5A, the Andress Eagles were looking to bounce back after a close loss to Bowie last week at home.
They didn't have to travel too far, though, to take on Irvin. Adrian Ochoa, he was there. Hey, Adrian.
Hey, wait, thanks, guys. Yeah, we had a showdown in the Northeast tonight, a rivalry game between the Andress Eagles and the Irvin Rockets. Both teams have had their share of ups and downs this season. Andress came into the night at 1-1 in district, Irvin at 2-1. Let me show you how it all played out. A battle for Northeast bragging rights, and after that close loss to Bowie last week, the Eagles, I guess, decided to take it out on the Rockets. On the opening kickoff, Diego Lewis for Andress, off the bounce, follows his blocks. Run, Diego, run! Takes it all the way to put the Eagles on the board early, up 7-0. And you'll see the Rocket Man right here, in shock, although you can't tell by his expression there. And Andress was just getting started, still in the first. Irvin on the punt, and it gets blocked. Picked up by Nitram Torres, straight shot to the end zone for 6. Andress extends their lead 14-0, and problems on special teams really hurt the Rockets. Here the ball gets thrown over the punter's head. Andress now at the 1. And finally, the Andress offense gets in the game. Handoff to Jalen Joseph right here. And the Eagles continue to pile it on, 21-0. And this is still in the first quarter. On their next drive right here, the Eagles go to the air. Dominic Smith to Jesse Gutierrez. Jesse with the nice spin move. Jesse Gutierrez, welcome to End Zone City, 28-0 now. By this point, the Rocket Man has seen enough. He's out. While the Eagle mascot, well, there you see it, dancing his cares away. Andress showed no mercy to their Northeast rival. Eagles win it 62-0. Well, next week, Andress will host Jefferson. As for Irvin, they get the first place Chapin Huskies, so it doesn't get any easier for the Rockets next week. Send back to you guys.
Yeah, Adrian, appreciate it. I always wonder, would those mascots do those dances if we could see their faces?
Would
you?
Well, the New Mexico State Aggies mascot, we can see his face.
True, and he just goes all out.
He's just a student there. Right. Everybody knows who he is, but he does go all out.
You see him in class? Hey, that's what he does.
Yeah. It's Tony from math class. Yeah. All right, back to football. This week, a chance for teams to separate themselves in district play. A big one in 1-5A between Burgess and Jefferson, with both teams currently sitting at 1-1 in league play. We go to La Bowie for the Mustangs and the Silver Foxes. This is going to be Mateo Serrano. He's going to find Trey Addy for Burgess. Long pass, but check this out here. Addy's going to fumble it, but Johnny on the spot. Addy falls on it to preserve the drive. That would be important because Alan Rabb from the Wildcat scores the 1-yard touchdown. Burgess just a little too much for Jeff tonight, 41-28. Mustangs get the W.
So we always have this question, who is the best team in El Paso? Certainly, it's up for debate. Chapin has a strong case. America's looking like the best team in 6A. Might have something to say about that. And then there's Canutillo.
They've been absolutely blistering opponents recently. 6-0 on the season. For more on the Eagles, we turn to JC Navarrete. JC, how did they look tonight?
Guys, they look good, and there really is no better way to start a season than undefeated. And the Eagles have found a way to keep that momentum going now through mid-season. But today they faced a tough test against a tough 4-1 Ysleta team. So who would take this game? To Ysleta we go. The defenses were playing lights out, so we have to jump to the second quarter in a scoreless game, but not for long. Danny Alvarez only threw it 9 times in this game, and one of them going down the field for Joseph Paz, who's got a great vert to put the Eagles on the board. Ysleta down 6 would have to answer to the Eagles, and Damian Solis has Reynaldo Flores in the post, outrunning the defense and getting into the end zone to give the Indians the 76 lead. So now the Eagles have to go on the 2-minute offense, but that's no big deal because Brian Aguilar is there. He makes a man miss, and he's going to channel his inner Superman with the leap right there. That gives the Eagles the lead after a 2-point conversion. Canutillo up 14-7. That was a nice 2-minute offense, but what about a 1-minute offense? Ysleta with 9 ticks on the clock. Damian Solis in the pocket, avoiding the pressure, avoids a sack right there. He's going to take it himself. Can he pick up the first down? He gets the first down and a lot more. He gets the game-time touchdown with no time on the clock. This was a close game, a really close game, but Canutillo would prove to be too much as they take it 28-21. So a huge win for Canutillo. They stay perfect at 7-0, and get this, things could not be going better for them. They have a bye week coming up, but they will face a tough Parkland team in 2 weeks, and that's a game we will definitely have to keep an eye on. Luke, Trevor, back to you.
It was a close one. So a 7-point margin of victory. We're used to them winning by, 35, 42 points. But
and JC was right. There's no better way to go in your bye than 7-0.
7-0,
You can't do better, literally.
Rest up, get healthy, try
right.
to go 8-0.
Yeah.
Well, last week, Del Valle managed to hold Parkland's explosive offense to just 7 points. And to put that in perspective, Parkland had scored 75 the week before. How would the Del Valle D perform against Riverside?
Well, we go to Del Valle for this one, and that is a dance move, whatever that is. First quarter, Raymond Montes, Steven Montes' brother, strikes to the left side, and he hits Jamiel Garcia, who just keeps the foot in bounds for the touchdown and the 14-0 lead. So still in the first, more conquistadores. Montes doing it with his legs, stays inside, hopping over defenders all over the place, into the end zone yet again for the 21-zip lead, and Del Valle cruises from start to finish, 55 to 21. And, as we always say, the best things in life are always free, or so they say that. And we here, the Blitz, we believe that.
Yeah, that's why Adrian Medina is here to give away some free stuff. Adrian?
Hey guys, how you guys doing? If I look a little perplexed, I just heard JC saying something about mowing, momentum, something about Canutillo. They're 7-0. Awesome, but right now I'd like you guys to go on KVIA.com. I want you guys to actually go to our new website. It's below the top stories. You'll see the little Jack in the Box logo. Log in. Go ahead and register to win. We're going to give away 2 $25 gift certificates at the end of the show. We also want you guys to give us your videos, your photos, by using hashtag Borderland Blitz. Hashtag Borderland Blitz. We'll also include them. We got actually a shout out from, I believe, Miss Tina El Paso was one of the ones that we got. But it's a great shot from Mauricio that was out at one of the games. Back to you guys.
You haven't heard of mowing? Everybody's heard of mowing.
Adrian, come on.
Mowing?
It's what the millennials are saying these days.
Yeah. Give it the times, man. Give it the times. Well, after the break, we will check in with the leading rusher in the entire state of Texas, Deion Hankins, as his Parkland Matadors travel to far east El Paso to take on Horizon. We'll also have highlights from Eastlake's matchup against Hanks. Stay with us.
Beats for the Blitz.
And welcome back to the Blitz. I'm Trevor Thompson. He is Mr. Luke Liddon. We have some more 2-5A district action between Eastlake and Hanks. The Falcons a perfect 3-0 in district entering tonight. Another good chance to make it 4 straight against the Knights, who are still winless on the season. Who would come out on top tonight?
In district play, Hanks has been outscored 218-60, hosting Eastlake, and unfortunately for the Knights, it was much of the same. In the second, Keith Arango Lopez, the nice lob to Ivan Avina, who trots into the end zone for the easy score and the 40-14 lead. So same quarter, more Avina. KTL, the little toss to the receiver, who takes it far left side looking for the pylon, and he's going to get it untouched, in fact, for another 7. Eastlake dominates Hanks 67-17. I tell you, these new guys, they just can't get enough of the Blitz, can they? Time now for another member, Mauricio Casillas, to join us. Mauricio, you get to watch Texas's leading rusher and Deion Hankins take on Horizon, huh?
Yeah, Luke, that's absolutely right. Deion Hankins, the sophomore sensation, has been an absolute monster this season. Coming into tonight's game, Hankins had 1,755 yards on the ground to go with 13 TDs. And college coaches have been noticing the sophomore sensation. He's already getting attention from UTEP and Texas Tech. So how do we do against Horizon? Well, let's take out the highlights. The Scorpions coming in at 1-4, looking to turn things around against 4-2 Parkland. Early in the first quarter, though, it's Matador striking first. A.J. Briggs throws an absolute dime here to Patrick Sullivan, who hauls it in. That's a 30-yard touchdown grab. Matadors take the 7-0 lead. In the second quarter, though, the Scorpions would respond. Man in motion, snap goes to quarterback Brandon Duarte, who runs the read option beautifully. And look at this, he strolls into the end zone untouched. Game tied at 7. Now, right before the half, we see the Hankins effect. Briggs goes in play action. Coming up right here after some nice dance moves there from the crowd, loving it. Here it is. Briggs goes in play action. The defense bites on Hankins' run, and he finds Sullivan once again wide open there, and Parkland would capitalize, going up 14-7. But guys, the real winner tonight, I should say, was Mother Nature. This game postponed due to lightning, actually tied 14-14 going into the third quarter, I should say, but they will resume tomorrow, going on at 1 p.m. So again, Horizon looking for win number 2 on the season, and Parkland looking for win number 5. So hopefully it'll all be decided tomorrow.
All right, Mauricio, thank you. And we have a good amount of schools getting a lot of recognition for their great starts of the year, but how about Cathedral? 6-0 in the year, and it looks like they're not slowing down anytime soon.
Or are they? That's the question. You know, outscoring opponents by 166 points. That's a lot. Let's see how they would fare against Chaparral. Both teams going head-to-head out at Austin for this one. Senior night for the Irish, but Chaparral playing tough. Angel Carbajal going to pick off the Chris Lightbourne pass in the red zone. That's a tough blow there for the Irish. Their luck would get a little bit better, though. Santi Manduhando, the tough run. All his teammates going to help him out. Look at the push there and the drive. That would lead to this. Chris Lightbourne to Chris Frazier. 17-yard TD pass. Cathedral goes up 7-0. Unfortunately for them, it's not enough. Chaparral wins, knocks Cathedral from the ranks of the unbeaten 16-7.
And another squad that seems to always stay consistent in that win column, the Centennial Hawks. 5-1 in the year, 2-0 in district, taking on a struggling Gadsden team. So let's go ahead and get to the highlights in the first quarter. The toss to Joaquin Gutierrez. It's gonna be a good one because he cuts outside for the easy, makes it look so easy at least, for a touchdown. And Centennial goes up 14-0, and then later in the second quarter they're already up 3 scores when Isaiah Mendoza, taking his time in the pocket, off the play action, right over the middle, a little overthrown, but it doesn't matter because he makes the grab. 28-0 Centennial, and they go on to win big, 55-0.
Let's check out some more scores here. Las Cruces getting the 20-point win, 48-28 over Hobbs.
And sticking with New Mexico, it was Oñate getting the big win, 50-0, as they now improve to 5-2 on the year.
And Hatch Valley, a 7-point winner on the day, 41-34. They come out victorious.
And it is Alamogordo who falls just short to Artesia, 48-35. That is your final score.
I want to say we take a little break from football. You know what this is going to be. It's going to be the war of the week. We got to get to the sidelines. You know what I'm talking about.
The cheerleaders are ready. Brittany is ready. So are you ready for week 7 of the war of the week? Take it away.
What's up, guys? I'm Brittany Carlock, and right now we're at Bowie High School for what should be a really good game between 2 undefeated teams. But over here on the sidelines, the cheerleaders are not just excited for the game, they're excited for the war of the week. So let's get right to it. Back with me this week is Kim Grayson. She has our first team.
All right, we've got the Chapin Huskies.
And over to the left, we have the Bowie Bears.
3, 2, 1, go!
And the Bowie starts out strong. Bowie Bears look like they might take it. They're almost at the cone. It's almost at the cone. They have it. Bowie has it. Bowie has it, guys. I'm sorry. Bowie has it. Bowie has it, guys. I'm sorry. And the Bowie Bears will take it for the war of the week. We'll see how they do on the field. For now, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks a lot, Brittany. Let's take you back now and show you the winner of the Sweet Play of the Week for Week 6. This week, we're going to do something a little different. Trevor's going to break down why a pair of Eastwood Troopers were more than deserving, and this is why it is our Sweet Play of the Week Breakdown Edition.
So I'm going to break down the anatomy of what constitutes a sweet play, and this connection from one Evan to another at Eastwood High School last week was certainly worthy of being the Sweet Play of the Week. Let's take a look at the play itself. Evan Aguilar is actually going to drop back into the pocket. Look at his eyes. They're downfield already, even though the pocket is collapsing. And that's important because he's going to have his face mask just absolutely grabbed there. At this point, it's already going to be a free play for the Eastwood Troopers. He's going to launch off 1 foot to his man, Evan Graham, down the sideline. Look at his feet. Looks like he's about to go out of bounds, but he recovers his balance, and he's going to dive right past the pylon for an Eastwood touchdown, and that is how you win Sweet Play of the Week.
I love it, Trevor. Thank you. And on Wednesday, we met up with the Evan to Evan connection. Our winners got a beautiful and delicious cake, as you just saw there, for their efforts. And their teammates, of course, as we do week to week, got cupcakes, because every play is always about that team effort after all. Then our winners signed the Blitz ball, which will be given to the winner of the Play of the Year at the end of the season.
Well, Coach Lopez always teaches me to keep my eyes downfield, even when stuff is breaking down in the pocket. And I knew I had Evan downfield. He was going to get open, and I just trusted him. I put the ball out there, and he went and got it.
What did you see on that play?
Just the ball flying in the air. I didn't see the face mask or nothing. Just do what I always do, is catch the ball.
Hey, you see the ball? Just catch it. Still much more to come here in the Borderland Blitz. More highlights to get to. Plus, we show you the lucky winners for this week's Jack in the Box giveaway. Free food and free football coming up after the break, including Fabins and Clint. How about that? So young and they're already making their debut on the Blitz.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of young guys on our roster too. I mean, I'm like the old guard here. And
all right, let's move ahead. Age is not the better number. Welcome back to the Borderland Blitz, everyone. At this point in the season, Clint looks to be the favorite to win District 2-4A. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Week at Clint. The Lions were fired up. Let's go ahead and get to the highlights. The final minutes of the first half, and Sebastian Barraza is going to get the handoff, and he's going to make the most of it as he will rumble into the end zone to make it 28-0. So now we jump ahead to the beginning of the second half, and the Lions were still grinding away for another touchdown, this time by Marco Martinez. The Lions hoping not to be the district runner-up 2 years in a row, instead be number one, as they are currently 5-0 on the year as Clint wins big, 42-0.
All right, Mountain View Lions were beating the drums, but Estacado's Tyrese Nathan, well, he was beating to the sound of his own drummer. He was hearing none of those other drums. Here he goes, 53 yards for the TD, but there's some laundry on the field. Flag on the play gets called back. Next drive, though, Matador's Seth Porter flipping it in for the 10-yard score. Later in the second quarter, Tyrese Nathan running like he shot out of a cannon for the 37-yard score. Estacado a big winner, 55-zip.
Out of a cannon, I like that. We got some more scores for you. San Eli, not a good start to the season so far as they lose big to Andrews, 72-zip.
All right, let's see if we have, yeah, we do have Santa Teresa and Lovington. Pick it up in the fourth quarter. Santa Teresa is driving and fakes out the cameraman, fakes out everybody. And he is gone for the score, 28-27 at that point. but back comes Lovington. Lovington in the fourth quarter, trying to mount the comeback. Can they do it? Lovington, let's give them some love. The handoff breaks to the outside. Look at the wheels. Look at the speed. He gets to the end zone. 33-28. Lovington goes on to win this one after making a two-point conversion, 35-28.
That's a good finish to a game. And look at Van Horn getting a big win over Menard, 60-21. That's the final score.
All right, well, battle of two 5-0 teams Thursday at Bowie. Turned out to be rather one-sided. Chapin and Bowie, all Chapin. Anthony Baird finds Christian McKeever, and McKeever turns up the field for the Chapin touchdown and says, "Feed me." And how about the screen pass here? They're good at screen passes over at Chapin there. Baird to Mondarius Johnson, and Johnson, he knows what to do when he gets his hand on the ball. At the very end of the run, watch him stretch out and dive for the pylon. Chapin wins big, 41-6.
And Thursday at the SAC, we had Pebble Hills and Americas. Look at that dab, just dabbing all over the place. I thought it was too, but I guess they're living through Cam Newton's legacy. And all Americas in this one, thanks to this man, Josh Fields. He had another amazing day, 400 yards rushing for him alone. Breaks away for the touchdown here. Blazers win easily, 58-10.
Well, Paso High School is celebrating its 100th anniversary this weekend. They're hoping to set a Guinness Book of World Records in the process. This week is homecoming week. School is looking to set a new record for the largest school reunion ever. More than 3,000 alumni are expected to attend the 85th version of the Battle of the Claw tomorrow between the El Paso Tigers and the Austin Panthers. We stopped by the school today and spoke to some alumni who traveled back home just to be a part of this thing.
Very proud of my years here at El Paso High, and they helped me to succeed a lot in life as far as getting an education at UTEP.
It's just an incredible feeling to be here after all of these years and to see so many familiar faces. I feel very honored to be part of this, especially 100 years. That's very special. How many times does a person get to do something like that?
I wonder how the parking will be. The 85th Annual Battle of the Claw kicks off tomorrow at 11 a.m. Tickets for the game will go on sale starting at 9 o'clock. And after the game, registered alumni will gather on the field to attempt to establish the official Guinness World Record. It takes 3,300 former students to do it, and thousands have already registered. So join us on ABC 7 at 5 tomorrow to find out how they did, plus, of course, highlights of the game. I think they're going to do it. I think so.
They're looking to set a new Guinness Book of World Records record tomorrow. We invented a new word here tonight, memoing. Mr. Adrian Medina, isn't that right?
That wasn't me. That was JC. JC was memoing everywhere. But before I give away the gift certificates, let's go to the screen and see what we've been shared with tonight. We've got actually Miss Teen El Paso, Abby. She actually had a shout out for us. We also got some pictures from Eastwood. Great pictures. You guys got them. Hashtag Borderland Blitz. That's how you guys get on there. There's some Irish there, some Cathedral Irish. Also, we got some pictures from Horizon Host in Parkland, as well as the Eastlake High School athletic trainers sending us out. We got our winners now for the Jack in the Box giveaway. We've got SB Bayanos 79930 and Frank Sandoval 79925. We're done for right now. We're going to see you guys back after the break.
All right, so we are back. Let's take a quick look at some scores from this evening. Montwood, a big win over Franklin, 56-48. Americas, that was on Thursday, 48-point winner. Andress, big over Irvin. Eastwood, easy victory over Coronado. Dorado beats Socorro. Burgess tops Jefferson.
Moving right along, it's Chapin over Bowie. That was also on Thursday. Valle getting the win over Riverside, 55-21. Parkland Horizon, that was postponed tonight in the third quarter. That will be resumed tomorrow. Canutillo getting that close win. They're still undefeated on the year, 28-21. Eastlake over Hanks, and Estacado over Mountain View, big.
More scores. Clint, they look great, 42-0 tonight. Anthony, 21-12 victors. Centennial, 55-0 over Gadsden. Andrews, big over San Eli. Chapin ends Cathedral's bid for a perfect season, and Lovington tops Santa Teresa.
Las Cruces over Hobbs, 48-28. Hatch Valley getting a close win over Pampa. And it's Van Horn over Menard. Oñate with the shutout win. And Artesia over Alamogordo in a close one, 48-35.
And I do want to mention one score that a lot of fans in Las Cruces are wondering about. Rio Rancho versus Rio Rancho Cleveland. Cleveland, of course, the defending state champs. They fell tonight, though, to their crosstown rivals from Rio Rancho, 42-28. Cleveland goes down tonight.
And let's go ahead and take a look at the District 1-6A standings. We've got a lot of competition there. Americas and Montwood leading the way at 3-0. Dorado and Franklin not too far behind at 2-1.
Let's go to 1-5A. Chapin, the only undefeated team, sitting there at 3-0. Plenty of competition at 2-1, though.
2-5A, look at that. Canutillo undefeated on the year, undefeated in district play. Eastlake not far behind at 4-0 in district play as well. Still a lot of football to be played, so it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. But Canutillo looks pretty impressive.
We will see you next week on The Blitz. Good night.